Let's go now to France, where two activists have been arrested for attacking Leonardo da Vinci's world-famous painting, the Mona Lisa. The protesters threw soup at the priceless artwork, which is protected by thick bulletproof glass in the Louvre Museum in Paris.
Pumpkin soup for the world's most enigmatic smile.
What's important?
What's more important?
Art or the right to healthy, sustainable food?
Our agricultural system is sick.
Our farmers are dying on the job.
1 in 3 French people go without meals every day. The group Riposte Alimentaire, or Food Retaliation, said they staged the protest to support their demands for a fairer agricultural system and sustainable, healthy food for all.
We need to close the room, so please take the exit on the side. Please, thank you.
We're like whistleblowers. We're like an alarm system. We want people to understand why we do this and why, after having demonstrated, signed petitions, organized workshops, we end up having to get arrested, face trials, and take huge risks.
Behind its protective glass, Da Vinci's iconic painting was undamaged. Witnesses were understandably shocked, but not necessarily swayed by the activists' message.
It's disgusting to treat art that's really valuable for the history of humankind that way.
I really don't see the link. I'm not worried about the Mona Lisa because it's well protected. But I don't see the link with nutrition other than the fact that it's famous, so they know it will be well publicized. Otherwise, I don't see the connection.
The Louvre said the activists smuggled the soup into the museum in a thermos flask. It's the second time the Mona Lisa has been attacked in 2 years, and the latest in a string of protests involving artworks by activists demanding environmental and social justice. After a quick tidy-up, the gallery reopened to the public.
And we can now talk to a spokesperson for the organization that has claimed responsibility for the attack on the Mona Lisa, an organization called Riposte Alimentaire. She gave her name as Alice. Alice, why do you think vandalism is a legitimate means of protest?
Well, thank you for inviting me first. And we have to face a bad situation here in France that is really critical, because on one side, we've got our farmers, and you know that because all the movement in France, that can't live properly from their exhausting jobs. One of them commits suicide every day, and they are the poorest professional category in our country. Yeah, and on the other side, people simply don't get enough high-quality food to eat. And 1 of 3 French people has to skip a meal every day. So in the middle...
How does throwing soup at the Mona Lisa change that, though?
Well, we know that the bad decisions of our government led to that catastrophic situations, and they don't respect our present. We know that they never will respect our future. So the citizens have to take the situation in hands right now. This is our only chance. We have to force the government to put in place what can lead to our future, a sustainable and healthy food for everyone. And so we are, with food retaliation, that's the name of the campaign, we reclaim the social security for sustainable food in France.
All right. Your fellow activists have reportedly been arrested at the museum after throwing soup at the Mona Lisa. Can you give us an update on their situation?
We don't know about their situation right now. Normally, the police has to call people from their family, but they didn't do that yet, so we don't have any news for that 2 people that were in the action.
Yeah, these acts of vandalism, though, they cause a lot of anger. Do you think they help you get your point across? People are talking about the painting and not necessarily your agenda right now.
I think that every single people on this planet right now have to face the situation and has to ask themselves about what is most important. Is it the fact that a painting will be colored with a bit more of color right now? Or is it the fact that our near future, and our present is yet endangered by the decisions that political people are making right now. We have to ask this question in ourselves, in our life right now. We have to know, and we have to face the situation that our friends, our family are threatened. What can we do about that?
We'll have to leave it there. We're
remain
out of time,
silent.
unfortunately, Alice. Very interesting talking to you. That was Alice, a spokesperson for Riposte Alimentaire, the group that threw soup at the Mona Lisa in Paris this morning.
Thank you again.